Dr. Syed Mubin Zaira. Welcome to Kerala, welcome to Janam TV. I have seen your writings. Can you please put across your first thoughts on what happened in Pahalgam in the name of Islam, asking people to say and recite kalima or take the pledge and then firing at their heads? ISIS style.
Thank you for inviting me here, and I'm glad to be here with my friends here. My greatest handicap here is that I am not able to understand this beautiful language, but what I could gather from the tone of my friends here who are from across different political ideologies and political parties, but I presume and I'm very sure that at this hour of grief and tragedy that has struck our nation, they all are in one voice and standing with our nation. Having said that, if you're going to ask my thoughts are not going to be any different from any Indian whose heart is bleeding with this tragedy that has struck us. But uh, but but being an educator and being a historian, I think the I think that this is not the time for any introspection uh, on analyzing the kind of terror that we have faced. We all have to stand in a single voice against the terror that has happened and that our country has faced, our countrymen has faced. And I think our leadership is well equipped and in the process of dealing with this issue that has risen in our country. Now, I would also want to put some light on this issue of terrorism. Now, this issue of terrorism is not an issue that has to be defended. If I am seeing anybody defending it, I think that that's very wrong in perspective of being a human being. Now, what is important is that there is an important inner-looking vision that has to be within the people whose voice matter, religious leaders whose voice matter. And my friend, let me tell you that this has happened. This tragedy it has seen a different Kashmir. There has been our national flag marches, and there has been extreme resentment. So there has to be a resentment. There has to be a strong condemnation. And I would go beyond this. I would say that this condemnation is not going to help. There has to be an accountability set. We have been shouting, we have been facing Pahalgam, we have been facing terrorism for past so many years from our neighbors. And we have been very kind to them. So there has to be some kind of reaction, there has to be some kind of accountability, and there has to be some kind of a collective voice which has to not be talking about any particular religion, which has not to be talking about any particular ideology, but we all have to stand together against this extremist hotbed of terrorism, which is our neighbor, Pakistan, and we all know, and there is enough proof about it. Now, there is another reason. There is an economic reason also. Kashmir was changing. I'll tell you, my friends here, that teaching in Delhi University, I've seen students from all over the country coming. It's every class is like a mini India. And I've had students from Kashmir also. They are very upset. They are very sad because Kashmir was changing. There was a wave of change. The trains coming, the communication happening, the tourism that was happening. The people were happy. We've had so many Kashmiri students getting into bureaucracy, coming up into important positions. So the youth of Kashmir, the new Kashmir that we are talking about, is very sad. There is immense resentment. Now, having said that, I'm not going to go into the politics of it. because I have my firm belief in our leadership and in the democratic principles that we hold and the way we deal with terrorism. I think I have full confidence and full support and full faith in my system and my leadership. They will definitely have a solution and also a dealing with this. So this is this is a very trying time for us, and I think India has stood true and firm and has again proved that we are not going to be divided. And what is the importance of this country that has been throwing terrorism to us from so many years? What just look at the political situation there. Just look at their economic situation there. I work on gender issues. You just look at the problem there. There are so many social issues over there. I mean, I don't know how is it that their entire intention is on creating terrorism, terror camps. So yes, one more important thing that I would like to say is there is a need. I don't hear the world. There are many important countries in the world that they have reached out to our leadership. They have condemned this, but I am still waiting from countries that are following the religion that was asked and that was maligned. It's the responsibility of those countries to speak out and say that this is not the religion that was propagated. This is not our religion. It's okay, you can say that, but it's the responsibility of these countries to also come up and support India and support humanity, because killing innocent people who don't even carry arms, they are just there having their holiday. It's I think there has been no gory example than this of terrorism. So my feelings, my heart is the same as all my Indian brethren here. It's bleeding with pain, and we
Right.
all are looking up to our leadership, and we have full faith in them, and also my brothers here who are from different political parties. Whatever I could gather from my understanding of the tone, like I said, I do find a voice of resentment against the terror that we have faced, and it's time that we all unite and fight against it.